This conference will now be recorded.
Right. So, hi guys, my name is Kaushik. Okay. So, I have 6+ years of experience explicitly in the IT and 4 years of experience in the training environment. Okay. So, other than that, I have completed my post graduation, which is a MCA from some university. Okay. So, that's about this thing. So, this training activities I used to do from last 4 years onwards. Okay. Right, that's a brief about my introduction and coming to what I'm going to provide you as part of this training. Okay, so basically this CRM application is a business application. Okay, instead of calling it as an application, you can call it as a platform. Okay, it's like a CRM, Microsoft business platform where you can build a couple of application based on the client requirement. Okay, when we call it as a platform, so whenever you are trying to build an application from on top of what you have, that we call it as a platform. Okay, so now this technology we called it different names. From starting it was having a CRM. Okay, so then CRM 2015, 2016, Dynamic 365, Dynamic 365 CRM, Dynamic 365 customer engagement, and now it's like a Dynamic 365 complete environment, something like CE, something like that. We are calling it as. Eventually, the name is Microsoft Dynamics CRM. Okay, simply everyone can understand. Okay, CRM is nothing but customer relationship management. So the name itself having a meaning, you are going to deals with customers. Okay, assume that you have your own organization and how you are going to establish a connection between you and your customers. Okay, simple an example, you are selling some kind of let's say mobile phones. Okay, or forget about mobile phones, you have something called uh, like cloth storeroom. Okay, whenever a customer came to your shop, right, and like they'll see you, okay, you are like a very active customer and you are more passionate about latest trends. Okay, if they observe that one, they'll take your number. But can you provide your number, so that whenever the uh, new, let's say styles or new trends came into picture in the what do we call dresses, they we will reach out to you for new brands or any kind of these things, so that you can come you can visit again and you can purchase whatever you want. Now you see in this conversation there is a link has happened. What is that link? If that guy has provided a mobile number and at any point of time you can reach out to that customer, right? And how that number is available, either you will note down in your notebook or you will save in your WhatsApp or wherever it is. So the same way, whatever you are seeing a number, which means that is a data of the customer. Whatever you are note downing in the mobile number or in the notebook or wherever you are storing, that everything will be a customer relationship management data storage. Now for such kind of customer interaction purpose, a Microsoft has developed an application called Microsoft Dynamics CRM. So this is like a high level a need of the customer, whatever the business oriented functionality. Now, not only Microsoft Dynamics CRM, this customer relationship management is like it's a theory. Now to achieve that functionality, for different companies, they have developed their own CRMs. Example, Dynamics CRM, which is Microsoft one, Salesforce CRM, which is like a Salesforce company, Oracle CRM, which is Oracle, Sugar CRM, some other company, and we'll be having a Pega CRM, which is a Pega Systems. Okay, so Sibyl CRM, These different applications are there to fulfill the CRM theory. Okay, right. So that's about high level what you are going to learn in the future. Okay, now coming to what we are going to provide as part of training. The very best feature in this Microsoft Dynamics CRM and from the Microsoft is Microsoft always encourage the students, which is a learning path for everyone. That's why they are giving a trial version subscription. Earlier it was having a 30 days. Now they enhanced it to 45 days. So you can learn like whatever real time which is running. The exact features will be available with 45 days of subscription, free subscription. There is no cost involvement here. Okay, that how to create a trial version, which we can discuss in the first class. And using that application, using that subscription, we are going to play with next all the topics. I will explain the topic, I will create in front of you, and I'll show you the demo, and eventually we can discuss how this can be used in the real-time scenarios. Every time when topic comes, there are two things which we need to understand mainly. First thing is what it will do, how it can be used. These are the two important things which you need to understand when you are working with any kind of application. Okay, remember that. For example, Redbus, there is an application is there. Okay, so Redbus, there is an application. What it will do basically, there are two functionality majorly you can observe. One, you can register the, or you can what do we call, you can book the tickets. And the second thing, you can track the bus journey, right? Now forget about booking a ticket, tracking a tracking a bus where it is available before you are going to onboard into that. How what is that functionality? Where the bus location is there, that that it will show you in the application. That is what it will do, and how it can be used for a end user perspective. You are staying, let's say you are in Hyderabad and you want to go to something like let's say Karnool. Okay, and you book that one and it is in 9 o'clock bus. Now you are there at 8:45, that specific place where they are told you to stay. Now the bus is not available on time. Okay, you might be having a notifications, bus is on the way, like delayed, it is on the way, it will be on time, something like that, right? So the same way how it can be used is, I can track to avoid where the bus is there, and I can make sure that okay, it will come next 15 minutes. So if you are not getting that information as an end user, what you will do, you will just calling to that guy, and eventually that will end up with multiple calls, which is a unnecessary time waste for you and for the transport people as well. So that is a how a same thing will applies for our learning path as well. There is a topic called entities. What is entity? What it will do basically? When you create an entity, what will happen? And as a software developer, as a IT professional, how I have to learn this one and how I have to apply this to some other project requirement. These are the two major things which we need to understand for any kind of topic. Remember that. First, what we will do, I will explain what is this entities, and I have a separate project, something some domain. Okay, and I will explain how to use this topic into fit that requirement. Okay, are you guys following?
Yes, sir.
Right, right. So now, as part of this training, what are the topics are there? Entities. So If you convert this into different logic, sorry, different terminology, entities is something called tables in the database. If you are aware of DBMS little bit, okay, database will be divided into different tables. First thing, okay. And coming to data types, okay, it's nothing but what are the types of data which you want to create, that will define using the data types. If you go to any kind of coding language, the first and foremost thing which you are going to face is data types. You'll be seeing string data type, boolean data type, and all these things were there. Same thing will be there in the CRM, but little bit some more enhancement based on the real-time functionalities. Okay. When I use a word called real time, which means that what currently software projects are using, that we consider as a real time. Okay, right. Fields is something called columns in the database. So whatever the tables, whatever the entities that you have created, those are subcomponents for the, sorry, fields are the subcomponents for entities. And followed by forms, it's like a UI representation of the fields. Business rules is something called a little bit automation. Let's say I want to add automatically the value to one field to another field. It's something small automation kind of functionality. We consider it as a processes. Views is something called when you want to show some a bulk data. Okay, so the views will be helpful in the front end side. Okay, coming to relationships. So if you are aware of DBMS, database management system, it's a pure like how a table, one table will be connected to another table, that we consider as a relationships concept. Okay, don't worry, like each individual topic we will discuss in detail. I'm just giving you high level. You need to be aware of how I am going to explain the things and what are the topics which we are going to cover. That is the part of demo today. Okay, sitemap model driven app is one of the topic where you can create a different applications. Okay, and business process flow, one of the concept called processes. Workflows actions is something some high level or like some little bit full-fledged automation. Okay, and web resource, if you want to store your image into if you want to show your image in your profile, or if you want to store any kind of logos, that you can use the web resources. Something like storing a data in the cloud. JavaScripts, we know, I hope you heard that word, and I believe you have gone through such kind of things. JavaScript. Okay, and coming to security model, the entire world of IT, entire world of software is dependent on the security. Remember that one. Security is a heart. If you are not providing a proper security, your software will be gone. Okay, simple example, a few years back there is a data leak, data breach happened because of this Candy Crush something in the Facebook. I don't know exactly, but because of that breach, this guy Mark Zuckerberg has officially has given apologies to each and every account person, right? So to avoid that thing, we need to maintain a strict security concept in the application. So CRM also has provided a different model of CRM, sorry, model of security, role based, record based, field based, hierarchical model. Okay, coming to deployment. So this is a stage of SDLC, system development lifecycle. You'll be having a analysis, design, develop, deploy. Deploy is not a module, but after development, you'll be having a deploy, test, production deployment, right? So these are the SDLC stages. So in this stages, deployment will be a key part where you want to move from dev environment to test and followed by production, right? So in our deployment concept, we will be having a solution types, solution components, how we are going to achieve a deployment and how we are going to do the daily activities that I'm going to show you. Coming to extension of CRM. Remember, this is the very much important things, extension of CRM, like coding. Okay, so I'll talk about in the next class. Okay, maybe if you continue, you need to be aware of C# coding. Without C# coding knowledge, you cannot survive. That's I can literally say. I can say frankly, because you people will come to me after you get the job. That is the problem here. If you are not learning something which you have to, you are going to struggle. No one is going to bother about you. Remember that. You'll get the training, you'll pay the amount, you'll get the job, you'll pay the amount, or maybe you can go your own way or different. That is a different thing. But if you enter into the organization, you have to do your own work. 1 month, 15 days, 20 days, people can help you, not like lifelong. Remember that. And this entire software world will be working on our mind. Okay, if you don't know that coding concept, you have to learn it. There is no alternative way. Remember that. What I would suggest, if you want, I will share you the Naresh IT notes of the C# notes when we are starting a first topic. Till we come here, it will take maybe 20 or 30 days. So by the time, if you are well practiced the C# coding, it will be a very easy for you. If you know the OOPS concepts, this is a very simple thing. First thing. Okay. And we have a different topics, how to create a buttons, and when you are clicking the button, how to trigger a functionalities, plugins, custom workflows, custom actions is inside the C# code, and how you are going to use them in the CRM application. For example, you see this is one of the OneNote application which I'm using for different purpose. For example, if I click on this one, what's happening? There is a functionality which is showing here. If I click this one, which is happening, convert to Excel. Now I want to add one more button, let's say a refresh. Example, when I click that one, I want to do something here. That is the a requirement for me. How to create a button, how to trigger a functionality, and how to apply that functionality for this data. That thing can be done using a coding. Plugins, workflows, all these things is a custom business logic, which will be not achieved by the above topics. Whatever you are seeing the topics, if you are unable to achieve the functionality which required by the client, you can achieve using this one. Okay, that is a thing. Console application is a standalone exe file. If you want to work with a crude operation, so you can use this one by not to like not inside the CRM, outside the CRM. That's it. And these are a couple of features which is available in the CRM. By looking at front end only, you can read them and you can create and you can use them. Okay, we will see. In between, I can give you some kind of task. Once you are good at practicing these things, I'll give you the tasks, something like a real-time examples. So you can do your task, depends on your interest. Because once you do this one, you'll get the doubts. Then we can discuss the in the call. Okay, I'll give last 10 minutes to discuss about those things. Okay, right. Now coming to, these are also a different modules, and where it will have a specific functionalities. We will discuss one by one. Okay, and coming to if you are not putting in your resume a Power Apps as a CRM developer, your resume is going to be rejected. Simply, Power Apps is the latest advanced feature right now. Okay, that's why I kept this one at the end so that you will be remembering when you are practicing. And we will discuss each individual topic clearly, and whatever the level that you are going to use, 3 or 4 plus whatever it is there, you can clearly understand and you can practice well, because whatever you are seeing the topics without single rupee taking from any kind of putting any rupee, you can practice. You can sit aram say in your home and you can see this video and you can create your own trial version, start working on it. For Visual Studio also, whatever the trial version that you have created, that ID can be used for Visual Studio download. Nothing is going to pay single rupee. Okay. And after that, something theoretical stuff, sales module, marketing, service, which we will discuss. Okay. And you can work with these kind of things, and we can close the training. And at the end of the training, I will provide you some kind of whatever the document. For example, if you see, this is the this is how I will explain the things. For example, you see entities. This is how I am going to write some kind of points, and I'll provide this document at the end. Basically, other batch is running, but that's okay. So I'll provide the documentation for this, and you will be having a videos. Okay, and followed by you'll be having some kind of interview questions as well. So that is what we are going to provide as part of training from my side. Any questions so far? I think that's it for today, and I'm going to stop the recording.